What's good, Commanders fans? The Commanders, we're officially eliminated from the playoffs. Ron Rivera, we're officially eliminated from the playoffs. We were out of the playoff contention anyway. We already knew that realistically, but the NFC is just so bad to the point where a team with a losing record could get in there as a wild card as that last spot. But of course, I'm gonna get to the game. But of course, the main thing, the most popular thing, Cameron Cheeseman, he's so awful, man. He should not be allowed on the plane ride back home. Like seriously, they should rip his ticket up in front of his face. He should not be allowed back on the plane to have. First of all, the terrible snap to Tressway. Tressway got injured trying to get the football. That's how bad the snap was. Tressway, luckily, fortunately, he came back into the game and he had a really nice punt, like right before the half or in the second half. And then the blocked kick for Joey Sly, Cheeseman with another slow snap, which messes up the timing because timing is everything. One little second is off or a millisecond, somebody can come in and block the kick. Somebody can come in and block the punt or a messed up punt, messed up kick. Timing is everything, and Cheeseman's terrible, man. Ron had a chance to cut, and Ron traded up for Cameron Cheeseman. Like, I hate to talk about a long snapper for so long. Like, we shouldn't be talking about a long snapper. Like, that's not how I should be starting the video off, by talking about a long snapper that we traded up for. Another Ron Rivera draft blunder, trading up for a long snapper. I remember at the press conference, he was so happy that he traded up for a long snapper. He was all confident, being cocky about trading up for a long snapper. It's just ridiculous. But the benching of Sam Howell, that's really all we need to talk about. We don't really need to talk. The Cooper Kupp touchdown was ridiculous. He was wide open, behind Cameron Curl, behind everybody. Then Demarcus Robinson, he caught a wide open touchdown behind Percy Butler. Kyron Williams, we did force 2 turnovers, though. Ben St. Juice had a forced fumble, and then Percy Butler forced a fumble on Kyron Williams. Those were some big plays. That was stuff that it was like, where was that stuff before? Why do we never punch the football out? Why do we never go to get the football out of guys' hands? We never do that. Now we decide to do it when the season's over and the game was basically almost out of hand at that time. So it's just frustrating seeing stuff like that. Us actually forcing a turnover, punching the ball out, making moves to make guys fumble and force a turnover, stuff that we just don't see from guys on this defense at all. But yeah, Cooper Kupp wide open 62-yard touchdown. Talked about that. Puka Nacua had a big drop where they could have ended the game, but he just dropped it. Like, the ball hit Puka right in the hands and he just dropped it. All right, so let's get to the main part of the video here because, like I said, I can talk about the game. I'll get to the game breakdown later, but the benching of Sam Howell, I was surprised. He was not having a good game at all. He just wasn't. He should have got picked off earlier. Like, one guy dropped the interception. It was like he was trying to force it to Terry, and one guy dropped the football. He dropped it. Like, 2 guys had a chance of getting the interception. Then he finally just threw one anyway, throwing an interception. He threw it up for grabs. Took a couple sacks. Took like how many times did he sack today? He got sacked a few times. This is normal. He only got sacked one time, actually. He only got sacked one time. So he took a sack, threw an interception. Should have thrown 2 interceptions, but they dropped one. And then him and Terry were just off. Like, there was one play over the middle where I think it was 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4 or something like that. And he just held onto the ball way too long, and he set Terry up, and Terry got clocked, hit stick. Terry dropped the ball, and then there's another play where Terry just dropped it. The one play was on Terry, but him and Terry, they're just not clicking. Like, the chemistry's just not there, man. Like, I think even Heineke and Terry had way better chemistry than Sam Howell did, because Heineke just didn't give a two you know what's. He just would throw it up to, and that's what you got to do sometimes. You just got to give your best player a chance, and Sam's just not doing that. So that's why a lot of people are up in arms about him getting benched. If it were me, I would not have benched him, but I didn't mind it because I got to see Terry McLaurin actually play to his full, not potential, but just to what he does, because he's hit his potential. Terry finally looked like Terry, and it felt refreshing to see it. I don't care who the quarterback was. I just want to see our best player look at his best, play his best football. And he hasn't been having fun. Like, he looked like he actually had fun finally getting a 50-50 chance, like a Stephon Gilmore. I'm going to just go up there and moss you and take the ball from you. Like, finally got to see that from Terry McLaurin. Then Jacoby did it again. He did it again, hit Terry down the field, which was so close to a touchdown. Should have been a touchdown, but it wasn't. Right on the 1-yard line. Now, what I will say, to be objective here, we've seen quarterbacks come in the second half and play well. Last year, Carson Wentz looked good against the Niners in the second half, and Ron Rivera benched Taylor Heineke right before that Browns game. I was like, no, don't do that, because it's garbage time. Teams are playing prevent defense. They're playing off and not being as aggressive as they were earlier. Now, they weren't playing prevent, but they took their foot off the gas a little bit. You get what I'm saying. So they were up by what 20-0. It's about time the Commanders finally been aggressive and were able to move the football. They just didn't really. They weren't thinking about us getting down the field. They really weren't because we weren't able to do it the whole game. Curtis Samuel had a nice wide open touchdown. That was later. Finally, Sam got one 7. So it was 7-20, 7-28, something like that when Jacoby finally went in. But yeah, Sam was kind of seeing ghosts out there, man. He just was. In the last few weeks, he kind of has. He's thrown a pick 6 in every game. Not all of it's all his fault. Offensive line's not good. Guys not getting separation. EB has not been the best play caller, but EB looked good there. Like he looked like a solid play caller. So that's why I'm not mad at it because you just had to see like how would this offense look from a different quarterback? Because Sam, he just hasn't been playing his best football the last couple weeks. The Giants game, he wasn't good either. Like let's be real, keep it honest. He did not play well against the Giants. He was a big part of why we lost. That pick 6 against the Giants was terrible. Should have thrown 3 or 4 picks in the Giants game too. He's throwing the ball up for grabs in that game too. So we got to be objective about Sam. I know a lot of people are very sensitive about Sam Howell. I've been said last week before this game, I was like, man, look, if you got a top 4, top 3 pick, you got to draft a quarterback. You got to consider it. You got to look at it. You can't just ignore the quarterback position and not take a look at it. You can't do that because we did that years ago with Tua, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. Or Joe Burrow was the first pick of the draft, but still, like Justin Herbert, Tua, we just ignored the position because we were like, okay, we got our guy. We're just gonna keep going with the young guy. And I know Sam is better than Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace, but still, like you have a top pick like that, you can't ignore the quarterback position. You just can't do it. You cannot. This new regime coming in, Josh Harris and the new GM, whoever, they're drafting a quarterback, man. They want their new coach. They want their new offensive coordinator. They want their new GM. They want their new quarterback. It's a fresh start, man. Like, and Sam can still be the backup. Like, they can still keep Sam. They can draft a new quarterback and keep Sam. You don't have to just get rid of Sam Howell. Like, you can still have Sam Howell on the roster and draft a new quarterback. But there's just too much talent at the quarterback position in the draft to just be like, oh, yeah, we're just going to go with Sam. When he's had some good games, but he's had some stinkers, too. And I don't think he's done enough to say, oh, we're just going to stick with Sam 100%. That's just my opinion on it. I like Sam. I think Sam's had some good games. The Seahawks game, he was good. Both Eagles games, he was good. The Patriots game, he was good. He's had some good games, but he's had some stinkers as well, as any young quarterback would have. So, yes, Jacoby looked good. Terry looked alive. Terry looked giddy and happy and finally getting the ball downfield. But at the same time, yes, it was time when I think they took the Jets off. They cooled the Rams kind of cooled their Jets off. They weren't being as aggressive. They kind of prevent defense a little bit here and there or whatever. That's my 2 cents on it. But I like what Jacoby did. And I think Eric Bieniemy kind of liked what Jacoby did too. And you kind of got to see a little bit more of the offense and throwing the ball downfield. So that's my point on that. Ron said he's going to start Sam next week. We'll see. It's the Jets. The Jets are a darn good defense. They just got cooked by the Dolphins, though, 30-0. A goose egg. It's a winnable game. It's a game that we should not win. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be back or not. Zach Wilson is terrible. Trevor Siemian is awful. The Jets defense is good, but their quarterbacks are just bad, man. They're just bad. Their quarterbacks are just so awful. They're so bad. So it actually is a winnable game. I'll say that. It's in New York. We probably will lose. It's in our best interest to lose so we get the best draft pick, the best draft position, the best draft capital as possible. All right, so now to the game take. Would I start Sam next week? Sure, but if he looks shell-shocked again, get him up out of there. Put Jacoby in there. Same amount of his misery. It's 3 games left. I want to see if he can't get a ball to Terry again and Terry's getting 0 targets, not clicking and not connecting. Personally, I just throw Jacoby in there. We're going to lose regardless. All right. Jerome Payne had a sack on 3rd and goal. They were doing good in the goal line, like goal line stands and whatnot. I thought the defense was doing a good job in the first half. Sam Howell had a nice pass to Terry McLaurin on 4th and 3. Sam did miss a wide open Jonathan Williams, but it is what it is. 4th and 1 pass deflected. He was trying to pass to Logan Thomas. The pass just got batted down. That was just a good play by the defense. Could he have lofted it up a little bit more? Sure, but, it was a good play by the defense. KJ Henry had a tackle for a loss. That was a nice play. Percy Butler forced fumble on Kyron Williams. 3 and out, missed the screen pass on 3rd and 5. Iffy play calling on Bieniemy there. Kyron Williams had a touchdown run. John Bates had a drop. Just dropped the football. I thought it was a catchable ball. John Bates he's just not a catching tight end at all. He's a blocking tight end. Cole Turner just can't get any snaps. I think he was inactive today, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know what's up with Cole Turner. They're just not even playing him. That was a good challenge by Ron on the Antonio Gibson catch. That was a catch. We went for it on 4th and 3 instead of taking a field goal or 4th and goal. And I wasn't mad at them going for it, but you know, we kind of complained about Ron being paddle boat Ron, so I wasn't mad at him going for it. I'm trying to remember the play, but they just didn't even get it. Ben St. Juice forced one on Kyron Williams. That was a good play by him. Cheeseman bad snap and gets Tressway injured. I already talked about that. They called a roughing the passer on Deron Payne. He went for Stafford's legs. So it's just the NFL for you. They're going to call it. They're going to call roughing the passer, especially against us. Cooper Kupp wide open down the sideline. Cam Curl runs past Cam Curl. Did a wheel route. Pass him. Pass all our safeties and DBs and all that. Just wide open. Just ridiculous by Ron Rivera. Terry drop on 2nd and 2. That was bad on Terry. That was a drop. Sam Howell almost interception. I talked about that earlier. Tressway had a good punt. I talked about that earlier. Sam Howell another 4th and 3 pass to Terry McLaurin for a first down. Sam Howell touchdown pass to wide open Curtis Samuel in the corner of the end zone. Casey Toohill missed a tackle on Kyron Williams. Ben St. Juice pass break on 3rd and 3. I thought Ben St. Juice had a better game. This was one of his better games. I know Puka still got his yards. Cooper Kupp had 100 yards. Kyron Williams had 107 yards. But Ben St. Juice made some plays here and there. He had another stop in the end zone as well. Stopping a touchdown as well. Pass interference not called on Terry McLaurin. The guy was basically holding his wrist where Terry almost caught the ball with one hand. And they didn't even call it. They reviewed the play, but they didn't call pass interference at all. That was ridiculous. Demarcus Robinson wide open touchdown. Sam Howell interception trying to force it to Terry McLaurin. Puka Nacua drop on 3rd down. Talked about that. Jacoby Brissett pass to Terry McLaurin down for a touchdown, and then another one downfield to Terry McLaurin as well. Jacoby Brissett, he ran for a first down too. I like the way he's slow as molasses, but that was a nice run. The goal line after Terry caught the ball on the 1 yard line, it was a struggle, man. We finally got a pass interference call. Thank goodness, finally, it's about time. But it took us a long time to score. Like they did the quarterback sneak with Jacoby Brissett. They ran up the middle with Chris Rodriguez. That didn't work. Nothing was working. Then they called an offensive pass interference on Logan Thomas. Like they were trying to cheat us on that. They were. Kick block. Cheeseman is terrible. I wrote down in my notes. Cheeseman is ASS in capital letters, but I'm gonna just say terrible. Onside kick when you had 3 timeouts. Onside kick. Personally, we had 3 timeouts. I feel like if they would have just normally kicked it, and then first down you're gonna stop, second down you're gonna stop, third down you're gonna stop. So you call all your 3 timeouts. They punch you the ball. That's probably what I would have did because onside we never get onside kicks. So I would have just normally kicked it. That's what I thought he was going to do, but of course it's Ron Rivera. Because like I said, yeah, first down you're gonna stop, timeout. Second down you're gonna stop, timeout. Third down you're gonna stop, timeout. Got to see how much time was left on the board, but I know it was like 1:30 left. So like you get a stop, 3 and out possibly, which of course we did not anyway. Kyron Williams ran up the middle, got a first down. You get the 3 and out, you get the ball back, maybe like 20 seconds left, 30 seconds left. It's better than nothing than just doing an onside kick, letting them get the ball on our own 45 and then them just scampering up the field. All right, so stats. I know we were bad on third downs. Third down defense was atrocious for sure. I know the Wizards game's about to start. What time is it? 8:05. Okay, the game's about to start in like 5 minutes. Kevin Durant's probably gonna get like 30 points. Oh, shout out to Prize Picks. We hit the over on the 1.5 passing yards from Matt Stafford. I know you guys can't do it in Maryland. I can't do it either. But shout out to the guy whoever tailed. Shout out to OddsJam as well. 35% off if you sign up with my promo code as well. The link is down below in the description. 35% off for your first month of OddsJam, and you get a free trial for the first week as well. So make sure you guys sign up with OddsJam. Prize Picks as well. You guys already know what it is, 100% deposit match. The link is down below in the description as well. 1.5 passing touchdowns for Matt Stafford. He hit the over on that. He should have had like 3 passing touchdowns, but we take the win and we move on to another week. Team stats. Look at that real quick. Third downs. We were 3 for 14. The Rams were 9 for 16. We were 3 for 5 on 4 downs. Time of possession 24. The Rams had 35. We only had 1 turnover, which is crazy, man. We won the turnover battle and still lost. That's how bad we are. We gave up 196 yards on the ground. Kyron Williams had 100 yards rushing. Cooper Kupp 100 yards receiving. We're the worst defense in the league. Montez Sweat 3 sacks today, right? 2 or 3 sacks. He's balling, man. It is what it is. I knew it's a long story. We kind of knew we weren't going to keep him, just the money situation. There was a possibility to keep him, though. There was. If they really wanted to keep him, they could have. But him bad-mouthing the team now, I don't really care anymore. But he did have 2 sacks today. Might have had 3. We got to check on that. But yeah, that's about it. So Sam will be starting next week against the Jets. A tough defense, man. They're a good defense. I know they gave up 30 to the Dolphins, but they're a good defense, man. They are. The Cowboys got blown out today, too, so today was kind of a good day. Just seeing that. All right, guys. Hail to Commanders. We'll see what happens next week. Peace.